I can show you guys how to make beats that are trending and follow all the latest drops, but there's just something about boom-bap beats that are so timeless and raw, and they're some of my favorite beats to make. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make one from scratch, including the melodies, processing, drums, mixing, and everything else you need to know. So by the end of the video, you'll be able to make them too. And yo, the launch sale of my new plugin Layerizer is ending tonight. It's designed to make your melodies more interesting by adding a unique textured layer, which is perfect for boom bap, trap, R&B, or any other genre. So if you want 30% off and over $500 worth of bonuses, just click the link in the description before it ends. And let's get straight into it. Okay, so when it comes to boom bap, a huge part of it for me is adding texture. Boom bap was built off sampling, and there's a lot of texture that's created from sampling. So when I'm making boom bap beats from scratch, I'm trying to recreate texture, and you can do that by using various plugins or over processing melodies. I'll break everything down for you, but one trick I like to use is creating a melody in a BPM that isn't the goal BPM. For example, if you want the finished beat to be around 90, then maybe we could make the melody around like 110 or even slower like 70. Because then we can treat the melody like a sample and render it and stretch it to the new one. Stretching audio just creates artifacts that you wouldn't be able to create with MIDI. So we're going to do that. Let's start at 70 BPM. I'm going to use some keys to start the melody because the notes are easy to hear, but I might swap it soon. And I want to go for some raw, dark, gritty vibes. So we're going to work in a minor scale. Just any for now, we could try a C sharp minor. And for dark vibes, I like to create a lot of tension with my chords. And you can do that by using the notes close together. Well, let's just see what sounds right. Let's extend this. Just work on this top line. Let's just randomize the velocity more. And then you want things to sound natural, so I like to manually move some off the grid. Maybe we could copy that, get rid of these the first time around. Switch up the bass note. Maybe just a couple more notes like this. So that can be the foundation. Let's pull up Analog Lab. Just want to try some different sounds. This one could work. It's got that dark atmosphere. Could even just layer it with those keys. Yeah, those two together sound crazy. Let's copy Analog Lab. This time I want to add some high end. I have this Tombstone preset in my Molten Analog Lab bank, and I'm thinking we could just use two notes. So if we look at the scale, we could either use E and D sharp, or we could use A and G sharp. I think there. Or what we could try is just copying these, cloning that again, and then just picking a different sound. So in the second one, so we can copy this in, but just move these over, just experimenting. See what I'm saying? Just that randomness sounds sick. Then let's get one more. I think from here I just want some more textured layers or just little accents. So let's grab the Mellotron. Yeah, even just that one. Let's keep going with these accents. For more atmosphere, I've got this pad in my Sonic Souk bank, which is going to be perfect for this style. We're really just creating atmosphere. I actually have a whole Analog Lab bank just for boom bap beats. I made a lot of old school Eminem stuff with this. There's some nice accents we could use like that, definitely. You can see I'm adding a lot, but most things are just small accents. On this sound, we'll pull up Harmonizer, like the Void preset. Yeah, there we go. So without effects. And now we've got this. This sounds way more unique. Just to reset areas. Let's pitch this whole thing up. This is sounding like some dark Griselda stuff. Let's go back to my Alchemy bank. That's the boom bap one. I've been sleeping on this myself. So in one part of the beat, I just want to add some strings like this. So just give us that high end that separates it. I'm going to take the low end out of that main organ, just because I want to add a bass. I think those main keys need a bit of delay as well. Then And let's add a plate reverb instead of a standard hall one. I'm hearing some vocals in this too, but I want to make them sound kind of weird, so I could find a phrase and then just stretch it. Maybe we can find one more part. Let's add a similar delay. We could try the same thing with this one too. This one, I think we can make it faster though. Okay, at this point, I think I've got enough sounds, but it's just missing a bit more texture and I need a bass. So we're almost there. So I'm going to split this channel. Have one part with everything, one without some of the high stuff like the strings and the organ, then one section with just a few more sounds. From here, I'm going to group everything together and then add layerizer. And with layerizer, I want to create some weird high-end textured layer, which is exactly what it was built for. Let's see which one sounds good. I love this Cactus texture preset. That sounds wild as well. Maybe this intense piano one. Oh, Lost in Space sounds good. See, this is that type of texture I'm talking about. Because we're pitching it up a few octaves, we're time stretching it, then we're adding grains, reverb, and other bits of processing to create that unique sound. And now if we render this out, we can treat this as a whole new layer. And then blend it back in with the original one. And with that one, I might just automate the volume a bit. Just have it coming down and up. Same on this side. That new layer makes all the difference, man. It's just giving you that texture you can't get from MIDI. I think we keep that all the way through. So now we've got all the sounds we need. I'm gonna hit arm disk recording on the master, Alt and R, and then we'll render this melody because I want to create even more texture by stretching the audio file. So now instead of MIDI, we've got this. If we keep this on stretch mode, we could change the BPM, put it up to 90, could even repitch this again. Or what might work is actually chopping this like a real sample. Then we could do just the same chop over here. And we've got our verse section. This is sounding crazy. Just want to increase the attack and release a bit. Just so there's a little gap in between the chops. For bass, I usually like to use live instruments for Boom-Bap. So things like live bass guitar, upright bass, double bass. You can get a lot of those from one-shots. But sometimes you can use a synth bass. There's no set rules, to be honest. In my Alchemy Boom-Bap bank, we have double bass. This G-Funk one, which sounds crazy. This one could work though. So for Boom-Bap drums, you want to use live drum sounds, especially when it comes to things like the snare and the hi-hat. For the kick, you could use a mix. You could have a live kick, but then to get more bass out of it or more sub, then you could layer it with a synthetic one. Depending on the style of beat you're going for, like if you're going for like old school Boom-Bap, you could use some stuff like this. But I really like snares like this as well. I think just a simple pattern. We'll switch it up at the end. Don't be afraid to layer sounds as well, especially with snares. A lot of interesting Boom-Bap snares were made by stacking up different ones. Let's try this retro hat. And with hats, you just want to think about how a live drummer would play. Every note wouldn't be at the same velocity. It wouldn't be perfectly on the grid. So just keep it really natural. Sometimes I'll record stuff in with my MIDI keyboard, or I'll start with every two-step and then just manually move some and adjust the velocity. See how the groove feels natural. Look at the velocity and where the notes are. Just switching up the bass a bit. Just changing the kick pattern a little bit. Just to match the bass more. Could add an open hat as well. Every time we add an open hat, we want to mute the hi-hat. I'm thinking here. Then I also like to set the hi-hat and the open hat to the same cut by number. That way they'll never overlap. Just makes it sound that little bit cleaner. And honestly, you could just leave the drums like this. You don't need a lot of percussion or exciting sounds. Just have the basic groove and that's going to be enough for an artist. But I really like the sound of rides in boom-bap beats. Other thing you could add is some drum fills. And then for some variation, we could just switch up the kick pattern right at the end. Yeah, it's those small moments like that that will make a difference. And just to match those kicks again, we could chop the sample a little bit differently. I'm also taking all the drums and routing them to a new track to create a drum bus. And on this, I'm going to add RC20, but only for the noise. I just want to add some vinyl texture to add to the atmosphere. I want it to sound like the drums have been taken from a vinyl record. I'm going to turn everything off, add the noise. I could bring the duck up. And if we bring this duck section up, every time a sound is sent through it, it's going to duck the level of the vinyl. There we go. We could try some distortion. Only other thing I like to add is a crash. Or sometimes I'll layer them with the kick. I might just keep the one for now. I'm only going to keep the ride in the hook, so we'll get rid of it here. We'll get rid of this flam, maybe the hats for a bit. We're going to have a 16-bar verse, 8-bar hook, and then I'm just going to have a 1-bar intro, but I want to try something different. I'm going to take our original melody, we'll pitch it up, just so it's in the same key. But I'm going to start with this part here, and I also want it to sound like a tape starting. I only have it for this intro. Sometimes we don't need a long intro. See what I'm saying? It's a sick way to start it. Alright, so I think this beat is ready now. Let's hear it from the beginning. Drop sounding crazy. You'd think this melody came from a sample. We've got this verse section. I just removed a few drums. There's not that many drum sounds in the whole beat. So I'm just repeating this verse section. And then I'll go back to this, which sounds like the start of the verse. So I hope you like this one. If you want more boom-bap, let me know in the comments. If you want to check Layerizer, the link's in the description. Or for more videos, click up here.